All right, what's going on, everybody? It is the Oil Stream Live on Edmonton Sports Talk. Listening on TuneIn, on iHeart, and, of course, at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Watching on YouTube as well. Let me get this for you, Tommy.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
This is what you're trying to do, right?
Symmetry.
Is this what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Is that better? There we go.
That looks so nice. Look at the backdrop today.
Yeah, it looks terrific, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, we got our sign on one side, and then this Boston Pizza flag in the middle.
Yeah.
And then the other Boston Pizza flag that Sean put up as well. We got some stuff to give away as well.
Can I show it? Or?
Yeah. Give me those 2 glasses.
Yep.
Because we've got a couple here celebrating their anniversary.
Yes,
today.
we do.
So Corey, I almost smashed.
Oh my God.
That would not
Corey.
have been good. Corey, come on up here. We got a couple glasses for the 16-year newlyweds as they are celebrating their 16th wedding anniversary
nice
today.
Round
Corey
of applause here at the lounge.
Who survived Curtis falling on her at the Nasty Bash from Westgate Boston Pizza. So she's a true survivor, that lady.
Battle wounds.
Yeah, no, it's good.
You are.
The Oil Stream. The Oil Stream is brought to you by Boston Pizza, as it is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we are out here at the Summit location in St. Albert today. If you want to pop by for lunch, swing on by, say hi, grab some of that summer menu that is absolutely delicious right now. I was going to get Thai chicken bites, but their wonderful waitress here was just like, you should get Thai all meat bites. Wings. So I'm going to get some Thai all meat bites. What did you end up having?
I had
wings are flying out here like
I
crazy
had
right now.
boneless wings, and then I was like, I want maple barbecue. I was told there's no. That was taken off, but then we made it happen. The maple barbecue, delicious. Again, phenomenal. Thank you to Sean and the crew here at BP. Look who's here. My dad.
Yeah, your dad's in the house.
This is a home game for him.
My parents don't care enough to drive all the way up from Cranbrook.
Right. It's only 10 hours away or 7.
So that's frustrating, but what are you going to do?
Come on, HR Daddy and Nasty Nana.
I think we got a combine crew walking in over there.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
We got the Godfathers here. Sean's here.
I bought beers for Corey and his wife.
Yes.
Godfather won't leave me alone, so I got a beer for him too. So if you want to swing by, I'll buy you a beverage today. When you order it, just tell the fine waitress to put it on my tab. We'll get that taken. Care of. So the original plan was a patio show.
Mm-hmm.
I got here. Sean basically said, "Listen, there's a heat warning today.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't be doing the patio show." And me,
it's hot.
I'm not a big 30-degree weather guy, so I was perfect. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming by. I was more than happy to do it, and we got a great setup here too. So
it's awesome.
So no patio show today. It's just too hot out. And actually, Godfather was the first one in here. He goes, "Thank God you guys aren't outside. It's hot out there." So it really worked out.
Yeah.
Just looking at your shorts here.
They're pretty short.
They're a little bit longer though than Trev's shorts today.
Hey, tell me about this because I heard you guys making fun of him. This whole dink thing.
Yeah, that just sort of popped up. We were looking for an FM radio name for him. And it could be Dangerous Dusty Daniels, Phil the Thrill Phillips, and the Dink. Weekday mornings on
Hi,
Cruise.
how are you?
95.7.
Welcome to Edmonton Sports Talk on Cruise FM.
All right. So you can hit us up over there. So anyway, it's really hot out. Probably not good for the equipment either.
That was the one thing.
That's a hot day.
I mean, I did consider your health and T-Roy's, obviously, but I did think of the gear and the heat and how it could get hot. The computers especially. I don't know how that Wi-Fi box would do.
Jay says computer equipment plus heat, no bueno.
No bueno.
So,
gotta keep it ventilated.
It was a wise decision, I think. Tube Sock says, "Sorry to miss you guys when you're in my hood. Unfortunately, I won't be back that way until about 3:30.
Unacceptable, Stephen.
Appointment. It is kind of unacceptable, and we basically come up here and
come to you.
Folks don't come rolling in.
Consider you.
Now you're kind of a neck of the woods here, right? Like transplant kind of because your parents are here.
My brother lives on the other side of St. Albert, but my parents literally live 2 minutes away. They moved here a couple of years ago now. I begrudgingly admit it. The more time I spend up here, the more I like it.
You like St. Albert?
I like it. I really do.
Now you're a downtown guy, though.
I'm not going to change that.
Oh, okay.
That remains. I don't come here and go, boy, it would be nice to move here. No, I don't. And I'm not saying that, not slighting St. Albert whatsoever. It's just downtown is my jam.
That's where you are. Yeah.
That's where I am. And it works out perfect. I'm 5 minutes away from Commonwealth via car, 7 via scooter, and then literally steps away from Rogers Place. And then I can scoot out to our studios pretty quickly too. So
yeah, from a location that does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But when you meet a lucky lady downtown and she says, "I'm ready to settle down, Tommy," where do you want to move? Your answer is going to be St. Albert.
If it came to that, yeah.
Yeah, like that's what
Probably.
I'm saying right now. Like if you ever move
Probably.
in with a girl, you'll be living in St. Albert.
I do have a lot of room in my place, though. That's the thing. It's very comfortable.
Yeah, but some of them like, well,
I want a yard. I want this.
Yeah, you got to have room for the kids to run around, Tommy.
Hot tub.
Can't be staying in a condo downstairs.
We have
Right
families
downtown.
in my building. We really do. But you're right.
Yeah,
that's not a battle I'm going to win.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't have that battle. I don't know.
All right. 780-218-9999. And then you swing by and join us. And we're at the Summit location in North St. Albert. Pop on by. Should be a pretty good show today. What did Shog say today? What did
Shoggy had a Shoggy basically nailed where
so
the
Merrick had Jeff Jackson on the sheet, and we talked about that earlier in the week.
Yes.
And Jackson basically was just like, we'll catch up at some point.
Which
kind of talk.
I think is a good thing if you're an Oilers fan getting worried. I think the demeanor of Jeff Jackson in that interview should at least quell some nerves a little bit.
All right, so what Rashad
say? I will read Ryan's post from 8:33 a.m. August 27th, 2025. On the McDavid
today.
That is today. On the McDavid contract, there hasn't been a back and forth with dollars in terms to this point between the two sides after taking some time to regroup after the season. McDavid and agent Judd Moldaver of Wasserman are working through what the options are and what the ask will look like. No firm timeline on this and expect dialogue to continue. McDavid expected to address the media at Olympic orientation camp today in Calgary. I put in some calls today and some texts and basically was told that Shoggy is on point. So I wouldn't even be worried, though, to be honest.
I don't know why you would be worried.
No. What is like basically, you know what the price is going to be, right?
The price is whatever he's going to want.
16 to 18 million per year. How long do you want to stick around here? Or how long do you want to maintain that price point? I'm assuming he thinks the price is going to go up. That's why he would lean towards a shorter contract, is because with the way the NHL's revenue continues to grow, the cap continues to go up, and he could get a bigger piece of the pie in 4 or 5 years. And that's just smart business. And by the way, 4 or 5 years is still long term.
That's another half decade that we get Connor McDavid. These
you got some delicious
Thai bites.
Those are great call.
You can have the celery if you want, Tommy.
I'll have the celery.
I'm a
carrot
guy. I'm a carrot guy.
It's very good for you. Anyway, I think everyone has a general understanding of what this deal is going to be. So I don't know what the details maybe of the bonus structure. If he wants to take a bit of a haircut to allow the team to, like he did last time, remember, about $1 million less than he could have taken.
Yeah.
That type of thing could happen again. Knowing McDavid, knowing how I was told, considered asking or wanting to take less so that the team would have more to spend on other players. I could see that being a part of this. Not a ton, but obviously he's going to reset the bar when it comes to price point. But yeah, I'm still not worried.
Not worried at all. McDavid will get back to town. Like I said, I'd be stunned if this drags, because if it drags into training camp, that means the Oilers are kind of playing hardball a little bit. Like McDavid would probably go and be like, okay, here's the number.
There's no reason
to
play
stay with
hardball
you for 5 more years. They say, okay, done. Thank you. Boom. I don't see why they would do it. I don't think with his relationship with the guy who runs the team right now, I don't think that'll happen.
Right.
The one thing I do find a little bit interesting, and this is actually to me, it's you should be even less stressed about this. But when you first hear it, you might be like, oh. But I think all it does is shows how comfortable he is here. Right at the top there. There hasn't been even a back and forth with dollars and term to this point. Like, so
there doesn't need to be.
So it's, that's the thing. He knows he's staying. He knows what the number will be when it's time. He knows that the Oilers probably won't or shouldn't push back on it. So like they're so chill with the fact that it's like they're not even talking.
Right.
Like, to me, some people might go, they're not even talking. They haven't even had discussion yet. What's going on? And I'm like, damn, that's good news. Because this guy, I mean, maybe I'm going to have a blind, like maybe I'm blind to the situation and it gets to like late September and it's like, they're going to continue to talk through the season. At that point, I'd be like, uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the fact that they're not even negotiating because it's not a negotiation. And when McDavid picks the day and the dollars and the term, it'll be announced. You know what I mean?
I think that's a fair assessment. Now, but it is, I did click on Shoggy's tweet and I did read the comments and there was people with the Leafs, McDavid in a Leafs jersey and he's going here, he's leaving, he's that. It's fun. It's a fun game to play, but not realistic. So he has spoken, by the way, just a quick breaking news update
at the
orientation camp.
Okay.
We'll see if we can get those clips. If Trev is kicking around or anybody from back in our EST HQ can get those for us, we would like to play them. But the quote the TSN Hockey X account put, I have every intention to win in Edmonton. So, again, I think it's going to be like...
I mean, that intention could be winning this year and then leaving as a free agent.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
No, same here. We'll see if we can get that. But again, he has everything here. Bernstein put it best. He's like, his best friend just signed here for 8 years, longer. His wife just built a new business. He's not going anywhere.
It's
be rational.
I think 95% of people in the city know he's not going anywhere. But people outside of the market that think he is going somewhere, I don't want to come across harshly, but they're idiots.
Yes, that's fair.
They're idiots. He's not going anywhere, I don't think.
No.
So yeah. And I texted the crew. I said, if there are McDavid video clips, can we grab them? And maybe we'll be able to fit those in today. But,
that'd be great.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up sorting out with McDavid. But no, it's kind of interesting that he's speaking today. And I know it's just at orientation camp, but that means hockey season is
it's here.
It's just around the corner.
Well, September 10th rookies report.
Is it September 10th?
And the 17th the vets report. So
September 10th is so there'll be rookies on the ice before we even get to the Esties.
Correct.
Huh.
The Esties is the day before the start of training camp.
I know it is. Yeah.
And the Esties are coming up quick. Tickets available now.
The Esties are right around the corner.
Yeah.
If you don't have your Esties ticket yet, Esties at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Esties at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. They're just $10. Help us cover the cost of renting the Garneau Theater and go from there. All right. We are at Boston Pizza in St. Albert today at the Summit location. Let's get to a couple of text messages. 780-218-9999. 780-218-99. I think the shot looks good today.
So do I.
I like the way it's set up here. They've got us on one of the TVs here. It looks pretty good.
I love that. Thanks, Sean, for doing that.
All right, Big Slam Nasty says, imagine the Oilers fan base if McDavid pulled what Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones are doing right now.
Well, Jerry Jones is an idiot.
There would be riots.
That's a fair point. Absolutely. But Jerry Jones is, with Josh Alper on from Pro Football Talk on the Reed Wilkins show the other day, and he basically just called Jerry Jones a moron because Jerry Jones shouldn't be running the Dallas Cowboys. He shouldn't be the GM of the team. And then Josh also said that, the day before game one or whatever, Parsons is going to sign. He'll get his money and all eyes will be on the Cowboys. It's an attention grabber. And at one point it's brilliant, but on the other hand, it's driving people crazy. Not only your fan base, but people in the football world, because Micah Parsons is acting like a 7-year-old, but then Jerry Jones is acting like a 4-year-old. Essentially. That's how I look at it.
You're not wrong.
Thank you.
This thing will get done. It'll be smooth. I mean, from a very selfish, jealous Edmonton Sports Talk perspective, a little back and forth would drive some numbers up crazy.
A little bit of drama.
That would be crazy. Jen over in the chat says, why are the nominations email questions being avoided for the Esties? Might have just missed them. They're not being avoided. Esties nominations are coming. We got time.
Yeah.
We've got time. There's less than 3 weeks. Maddie probably wants to get them out this week.
Yeah.
So probably watch your email for that. But there's nothing suspicious going on. That just hasn't come out yet.
Internally, he sent multiple Esties emails.
He sent a bunch of SE emails being like, okay, what about this category? What about this category? So yeah, that'll be coming out. So yeah, there's no delay for a specific reason. I love that nomination email for the Esties has become a talking point. Yeah, like that's how cool it is. So if you're a Nasty Club member, you will get an email and you will have a chance to vote on the final sort of nominees, and then it'll get narrowed down to sort of the 3 finalists for a lot of those situations. Don't worry, Jen, it's on the way.
It is on the way, and it is black tie formal again, which is so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
These are so good.
I know.
What did you say you had before?
I had the maple barbecue, which initially we thought weren't available anymore, but we made it happen here at Summit.
Yeah. No, that's really.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That's how good they are.
You got to love that customer service.
That's the best.
All right. Hampton Steve texts in 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. I understand that everyone will be talking about McDavid's comments about his contract today. But the other big headline is the picture Oilers Twitter put out of Hyman still wearing a wrist/hand brace. Has Tommy heard anything about how Hyman is progressing and if he'll be ready for the season?
I haven't asked about like progression, but I was told basically when the season ended and the Oilers lost the cup after garbage bag day that the break was, or is it, they call it officially like a dislocation, but the injury was more complex than usual. And I was told it could take time to the point where he's either not quite ready for the start of the season. And this is what I was told in June, early July. So I assumed that was how it would go. And to see him still wearing a brace and it's still being a slow process does not surprise me one bit. So I did mention that a while ago. To see that he still has that brace on doesn't surprise me, considering from what I was told, the complexity of the injury was more severe than a classic broken wrist, if you will.
So as of this point, would you be surprised if he is playing opening night?
Yeah, and that hasn't changed for the last couple of months. Yeah. Like the one I'm curious about, and I'm glad we're talking about this because, like we just mentioned, training camp's right around the corner. The one I'm curious about to see where Matthias Ekholm's at, because we were told, and Pagnotta reported this, that the injury was bad and he shouldn't be playing, and he's stubborn. He pushed himself. He wanted to help, but we saw late in that series he was fighting it. Other guys were too, and the Panthers were the better team, obviously, and that kind of amplifies it. But I haven't heard anything about Ekholm. But the Hyman thing doesn't surprise me. Hopefully we see him. You know what would be a good sign, Dusty? Like here's what I'll say today. I expect him to be on the ice for training camp, but not taking shots. You know, non-contact type of thing, skating, doing the drills. Yeah, maybe a little more ginger with the handling the puck and stuff like that, but still participating.
I just hope for Ekholm that he didn't do any extra damage by trying to push through it.
I know
in the playoffs, right? Because initially, I think everybody sort of thought it was a no-go, and then
we were told.
Yeah, and then shortly after that's like, he might try it, and he tries it. Didn't look good.
No,
pushed through, but didn't look good. So I'm just hoping he didn't do any more damage on that front. And Matthias Ekholm this is not to be disrespectful, especially even in this market, but like he's a level of player that people aren't hounding for injury updates. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
If this was McDavid, we'd know exactly probably what was going on. But Ekholm gets to go about his business, and hopefully he comes back and he's significantly better than he was last year.
Hopefully he is their number one D-man. And yeah, you're right. Health-wise,
when he's healthy, that's what
exactly.
he is. Like as a complete.
That's
sort of
completely
package.
Fair statement that you just made.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think I've been surprised, Dusty, at some of the, I don't know if projections or previews, and you know how during the offseason, this is the dog days of the offseason, we see the prognosticators say ranking the defense of each team and the offense. And there were some people that had Edmonton's defense pretty high. I don't think it is as a group better than middle of the pack personnel wise. I hope I'm wrong, but looking at it on paper, you're solid down the left side. You got Bouchard on the right side, basically. And then you're hoping for the best with the other guys. You're going to have to slide one of those guys from the left side over to the right, like Kulak at certain points. Wallman, I know, did it a little bit. But I can't look at this defense and go, oh, it's top 10. No way. I have a hard time even making the argument it's top 15.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit better than I give it credit for. I also find it interesting that, if you criticize Yost's rating of them being a top 5 defense, a bunch of people on Twitter are like, no, they are 100%. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
But during the year, everybody criticizes the blue line.
Because they have. It's an okay at best blue line. And it's going to hinge on a couple things. How is Ekholm health-wise? What kind of player does Bouchard show up and be? Is he going to be playoff Bouchard? Or is he going to be first half of last season and the season before Bouchard, where it's like, God, he's a tire fire every time he touches the puck in his own zone. And by the way, when he touches it at the offensive zone blue line, because he might be turning it over, he might make a bobble sometimes, shin pad assassin, or take a bad step and open up a lane for a forward to go in for a partial break, and it ends up in the back of the net. And then obviously a lot of it hinges on how well the goaltending performs, and a lot of people are down on Stu Skinner, and I get it. Yeah, there's a lot there. Yost wasn't the only one. There was a couple others that actually had Edmonton a little bit higher than I thought, and I was very surprised by all of them. You think that highly of a blue line that features Troy Stetcher in the mix, and a guy that's supposed to be on the left side sliding over to the right side, and a guy who's 35 years old, injured, and a guy who puts up 60 to 80 points a year who can't play defense some nights, and you're putting that unit, and Darnell Nurse can be a wild card some nights.
I think people really like Wallman.
Yeah, but Wallman's not perfect either. He's a good NHL defenseman.
Bump this rating up overall, like a blue line rating.
That's fair.
That's got to be what it is. Because pre-Wallman, they wouldn't have been included in a top 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think that's probably fair. Let's get to a couple of your chats. A bunch of text messages I want to get to. Some Oilers related, some not Oilers related, but wait on a few of those as well. We are live. Boston Pizza. Big Uke just rolled in.
Oh, yeah.
Birthday week. Right? Are you celebrating a birthday week, Big Uke? Of course, right?
You must.
Birthday week. Jasmine would love it. Jen over in the chat says, I wish Ekholm didn't come back during the playoffs last year. I thought we were playing better without him. One of the reasons I think the Oilers lost in the final.
I can't argue that.
Yeah, you know what? I remember watching at the time, and I didn't want to go on the air and criticize the guy because you know how hard he was trying and how much he was playing through.
Yeah.
But I will say I don't think Jen is crazy.
No.
To think that Ekholm coming back actually hurt their defensive game.
Jen's right.
Which is how injured he was, right? Like,
remember how good the defense was playing in that Dallas series?
I know. Coming out of the Dallas series, you're like, damn, man,
they're rolling. Klingberg.
Well, when did Ekholm return? Was it for?
That was game.
Was it
game 6 against Dallas?
Game 6 against Dallas,
which they got the job done, obviously.
Yeah. It's crazy because it's Ekholm and you think, okay, they're going to be better. But Jen, I agree with Jen. Like, I don't think he helped them by coming back last year in the Cup final. And any sort of healthy version of Matthias Ekholm helps them significantly. Now, he played 7 games in the playoffs. So he got the 1 and then the 6. Had 6 points.
Yep.
But he didn't look like himself defensively.
Well, game 6, or was it game 5, where one of the goals, I mean, Bouchard had a bad step, and it opened up a lane for Marchand.
It was Ekholm that got
turned around. Yeah, like there were a few moments where you're like, usually he makes that play. And I think there's a couple times where he got turnstiled a little bit, where you're like,
yeah. But that clearly is health related.
Absolutely. That's what I think.
Right?
I'm with you on that.
What are you supposed to say? No to the guy? I guess as a coach, I get.
As I was told,
I guess
he's quite convincing.
Yeah.
How do you say no to a Viking?
Well, I mean, but could you not go to him and be like, hey man, things are going pretty well right now.
Let's wait.
Let's just wait and see if we need you.
That's hard to say to a guy like that.
Yeah, but then I mean, yeah, I guess.
This text comes in. I like this text.
But look, remember they had Evander Kane 2 years ago in the Cup final, and he was killing them.
With
and then
the injury.
They took him out.
Yeah.
And they stormed back.
Yeah.
And that was injury related too.
Very true.
Right? Like
he was killing them.
He was killing them. He couldn't even sit, like he couldn't do anything. And then once again, full marks for trying to push through. I get it.
Tough as nails.
You were not hurting the team. In fact, you weren't helping. You were hurting.
Yeah.
So like Ekholm has basically helped turn this franchise around. But Jen makes a fair point, I think.
I can't disagree with Jen. Okay, this text comes in. I like the point this texter is making out of Sasky. 50% Ekholm. Pardon me. 50% Ekholm was better than Emberson or Stetcher. Deployment I can get around, but he was one of the 6 best D-men they could dress. That is also a fair point, but I don't know. Like, could you be more intuitive with his deployment instead of laying 18 to 24 minutes on him? Could you say, listen, man, we know you can give us 14 good minutes. We're going to be careful with it.
Yeah.
We're going to choose your time on ice wisely. And that's hard to do with a guy like that. And you watch him in the first game or two, you're like, boy, he seems to be okay. And then it seemed to just wear off by the end of it. And you go, ugh, it's not looking too good.
Dave in Section T says, great point. The rest of the team kind of had to bubble wrap Ekholm in that scrappy game 3 or whatever. It got kind of nasty.
That started with bad penalties from a couple of guys, including Kane. Remember the high stick? People were like, that's not a high stick. It was a high stick. And then the penalty behind the net. Anyway, he was guilty among others. Kane was.
It was game 5 because they gentlemen sweep Dallas. So he was.
That's right. Game 5. Pardon me.
Then was around 4.
Yes, correct.
All right. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. We are at Boston Pizza in St. Albert today, Summit location. So if you're on about for lunch, swing on by. We got a bunch of the nasties here. Enjoy.
I love
pizza.
This is
pizza
great.
There. We got some wings over at that table. So yeah, thanks to all the folks here for popping by as well. Let's get to a couple of your text messages. I want to read this text just because who it comes from.
Okay.
His name is Stupid Peter. Okay.
Great handle.
But Stupid Peter texts in. Let's say, hypothetically, Connor doesn't resign. What do you do? And I'm not even going to discuss it. I'm not even going to discuss it. I just want to point out that question comes from a guy whose handle is Stupid Peter. So when I say stupid question, it kind of fits the bill. Look, he's signing. He's staying.
Yeah.
Stupid Peter, if he does leave, and we're not talking about a hypothetical, I will give you all the credit in the world that Stupid Peter thought this hypothetically could happen.
Stupid
But I don't want to get into it today.
Yeah. By the way, Stupid Peter is almost a good handle as Poop Stains. We have a texter named Poop Stains.
We do. As I'm trying to eat my lunch, Tommy, I'd rather not think about that handle. Mike in Thunder Bay texts in. Thanks for listening on Thunder Bay, Mike. Tell your friends. Where do you see Emberson playing on this roster? It seems like Walman is the Emberson upgrade. How do both of these guys fit on the roster?
Well, Walman is everyday guy, right?
Oh, 100%.
Emberson and Stetcher, kind of the 6th D-man, basically. Who else is in the mix? Because they didn't bring anyone else in. They lost Klingberg. Josh Brown is a non-factor in my opinion.
Are you sure? He's got 2 years left on that deal. You better start using them at some point.
Yeah, Bakersfield. I think we're going to see, also we have to keep in mind this is going to be the 2nd full year for Emberson in Edmonton, and then, 3rd year NHLer. I think there's going to be some growth, and there's going to be some tough nights, and there's going to be times where he's in the press box, and So I see him and Stetcher kind of being back and forth depending on what they need and who the opponent is, and back-to-back situations. But like Walman, like Dusty alluded to, in a lot of people's eyes, maybe solidifies the Oilers' blue line. Maybe is the reason why perception of them is they're a better defense than we give them credit for. But another year of growth for Emberson and a little bit more consistency, and I think that's the right track for him. And I'm not looking at Ty Emberson and going, okay, this guy needs to play every game and he needs to put up 20 points and he needs to be a plus defenseman. If he does those things, amazing. But, I would be satisfied, me personally, just with steady progression.
All right. I believe we have Connor McDavid's availability from earlier today. Team Canada orientation camp. Trev, if you are there, you can play that now for us, buddy.
Not even a softball Olympic question for me to start, huh? But that's okay. Right into it. Yeah, no. I said at the end of June, I had every intention just to take my time with it, and I still feel the same way. Take my time and go through everything, and I have every intention to win in Edmonton. That's my only focus. Maybe next to winning the gold medal with Canada, but it is my intention to win there. Taking my time, going through it with obviously my family, my agent, everybody involved. So we're going through it slowly.
All right, there you go. So quick clip, but that's what he had to say today on the going through it with his family, going through it slowly.
Yeah.
I would. I mean, if he, there's your mom. If he, I don't want to be a hypothetical guy. I was just thinking, like,
do whatever you want. It's your show too.
So let me just throw this out here. It's he said he's talking through with his family, blah blah blah. I don't even think this. He's gonna sign. I don't even want to bring it up, but I was just thinking, if he leaves as an unrestricted free agent at the end of the, let's say he goes, I'm going to play it out.
Yeah.
And he leaves as an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. Let me ask you this question. Would he be viewed as a villain?
Yes.
You think so?
A little bit by some.
Okay, I'm glad I asked the question.
Not by everybody.
I think it's interesting. It's not going to happen. It's like a
not going to happen.
0.05% chance that it happens. This deal is going to get done. But I'm curious because it's one of those things where Oilers fans, like, if you love something, you set it free.
No.
Like, he's given you over a decade.
No. Not this.
But
not
like,
again.
Like straight up villain. Like,
I think
comes
some people
back to
would.
town and gets booed by people.
Some would, not all.
Wow, that's curious.
Some would, not all. That's my guess. A small, I'd say a quarter of Oilers fans would boo him because they would be hurt. It would be.
That's a fun question, though. I mean, it's not going to happen.
A fun question.
We might have to have this conversation in 6 years.
Yeah.
But in 6 years, I think you give him a round of applause and say, sorry, the organization failed you so miserably. Go win a Stanley Cup somewhere else before your career's over.
Go free, young
I
man.
I think if he signs another deal here, even and I'll just say it. Let's say he signs 4 years.
4 years, sure.
Let's say he signs 4 years.
Okay.
So he's got another year. So he's got 5 years left.
Mm-hmm.
If they are 4 years into this, and not only are they not winning Stanley Cups, but they're not getting back there and it's trending in the wrong direction, and Connor McDavid requests a trade, I'll make note of it now. Mark it down. I would fully support that move from him. I mean, if you've given an organization 15 years
mm-hmm.
and they still haven't been able to put a Stanley Cup winner around you, I don't think it's the end of. I think it's fair to be like, you know what, I got to try this somewhere else.
I would
what
understand.
You're gonna go 20 years as a loser in Edmonton? Like, you can't. You got to. Connor McDavid's a generational talent. Generational talents win cups.
Yeah.
Whether it's here or somewhere else, that dude's got to get a Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
I think it'll be here. I think they'll win at least one in the next 3 years. But I don't know. I think at some point you got to be like, thanks for trying, man. Unfortunately, couldn't find a goalie. You know, that type of thing.
It could happen, Dusty. I don't think it will, but it could happen. Can I point out one thing about that clip? If you're listening on all of our audio streams, we played the clip, obviously, on camera on YouTube. Did he tense up at all there? Did he go into business mode there? Because I didn't notice that. He just handled it like a breeze. And I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it
now and that stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, I get good vibes off of what he said and how it looked.
Just got a note.
Thank you.
Our server, Marissa.
She's excellent.
It's Calvin McCarty's wife.
No way.
Yeah, Calvin McCarty, over a decade. With
He's a legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
Your husband is a wonderful man. Yeah, he's
all
okay.
right.
He's all right, yeah. Calvin McCarty was one of the nicest guys to talk to when I first started covering that team.
He showed up at Labor Day, man.
Yeah, he
would make some big plays.
Yeah.
And he would do this after a big play.
Yeah.
And he'd go, bone.
Jason the Acadian says he would be a small villain if he blocks any chance of the Oilers getting something for him and hides the fact that he's planning on leaving. But I do not see that in it.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see that either. Chauncey says, I mean, who does Connor think he is? Ray Bourque?
Well,
a hollow cup, but still a cup.
A cup.
Still a cup.
Yeah. And did they not retire Bourque's number in Colorado? I think they did.
What? You can't retire a guy's number for one. Like, he played 1 year, didn't he?
One and a bit.
You can't retire a number in one. No way. I refuse to believe that. I'll be furious if that's the case. Barry says it's not McDavid's fault that the organization failed to build a team around him. If he leaves the Oilers, then the Oilers have nobody to blame but themselves, and fans should be pissed at Oilers, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't know if that's people will be so mad at everybody else.
They're a contender. They're in their window. They've been to the playoffs 5 straight years, Cup final 2 years. They have a team around him. Now, was it good enough? Was it the best? Could it get past the best? No. But they have a team around him. Does it need to improve on paper as of today? 100%. But like that's the choice of words from some always confuses me because they have a very good team. Now, injuries, circumstances that are out of your hands can lead other teams to victory. I'm just going to say it. Last year in 2025 in the Stanley Cup final, the Florida Panthers were just a straight up better hockey team, top to bottom. And they proved that.
2020, they're a better team.
They're a better team. I still think the Oilers, I think they have a good enough team around McDavid to be considered a contender. I still think they're going to need to improve their depth at forward. They're still going to need a defenseman. And maybe goaltending. We'll see if Stu Skinner can bounce back. But to just say they never surrounded him with a good team, I think that's somewhat misleading because they have a cup contender and have had a cup contender for the last couple of years. They've lost to the eventual Stanley Cup champion 4 straight seasons. That's you're right there.
That is crazy.
You were right there.
You're right on that.
So, and I'm not attacking. Who texted that in? I'm not attacking. I'm just saying I've heard that verbiage.
Barry, that was Barry.
Yeah. And I've heard that like, oh, they failed to surround him. No, they've created a contender, but they need to put the team over the hump. And I think that obviously the onus and responsibility lies on management, and that's totally fair. So, Barry, good text. Thank you.
So I looked up Ray Bourque.
Was I right or was I right?
Colorado retired his jersey 5 months after they won the Stanley Cup.
That's
November 24, 2001. Ray Bourque played 94 regular season games for the Colorado Avalanche.
Yes, he did.
I'm sorry, that's a farce. What are we doing here?
Well,
the entire league is going to retire 77?
You can't.
Like, come on. Like, I can't believe that.
I vaguely remember being at Ball Arena and seeing Bourque 77 up in the rafters. I'm like,
he got picked up at the deadline 1 year, won the cup the next year, and they retired his number.
Correct.
Here are a list of Colorado Avalanche retired numbers. Patrick Waugh, 33.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sakic's 19.
Of course.
Forsberg's 21.
Of course.
Adam Foote's 52.
Yeah.
And Hayduk, who was there for
Hayduk was there forever.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, it looks like Ray Bourque was the first one they ever retired. And I'm like...
Well, those other guys were still playing, right?
Oh, yeah, I know, but still. I mean, what
You're so perturbed by
I get
this.
it, man. Ray Bourque won 5 Norris trophies, but he played for your organization
a year
for 94 games, and you retired his jersey? God, that's wild to me. Oh well. Anyway, I'm actually kind of angry about it.
Well, okay,
I'm angry that like all those other great players in the Colorado Avalanche were there for years.
Yeah.
And like the Joe Sakic's and Forsbergs took them from being like a laughing stock before they got those guys into legitimate all-time contenders.
Yeah.
And they watched Ray Bourque's jersey go up to the rafters before all of them after 94 bloody games. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What a joke.
Well,
That's a joke.
Okay, those guys were still all playing, right? They're still all on that team. And if you think about it like this, like if you try to rationalize it, the Avalanche were, 5 years into their existence, even though they were the Quebec Nordiques, but still kind of a new franchise. Like, why wouldn't they have Stastny? Stastny's number retired. Anyway, it is kind of silly, but I kind of get it. And wasn't Pierre Lacroix the GM?
I don't care. I don't care about any of it.
You're so angry.
I'm trying to think of other examples of guys who, like.
Well, Gretzky was made captain of the Blues.
Wayne Gretzky.
It's Wayne Gretzky.
I mean, Ray Bourque was very, very good. Like, he's a top 5 or 6 defenseman of all time, but he's not bloody Bobby Orr.
No, that's true.
Like, Wayne Gretzky's got retired by the entire league.
That is true.
If Wayne Gretzky would have played 7 games for the Avalanche, they would have hung his jersey up there. Like, it just, oh man.
I have to admit, Gretzky in a Blues jersey actually looked pretty good. And I really like those Blues. Okay, those Blues jerseys were, I thought those were some of the sharpest jerseys of the 90s. So there's that.
All right, 780-218-9999. That's
what?
Well, no, like, yeah, Gretzky's numbers retired league wide. I get it.
Yes.
Is Mario's
no
66? Isn't?
But
nobody's gonna wear 66. You gotta have a
TJ Brody did for a bit.
Set of balls to wear 66, man.
Yeah,
but I don't know, Ray Bourque in Colorado. You go, like, I guess you look up to the Raptors and go, oh man, that was a very cool 14 months he was with us. I'm glad his jersey hangs for the rest of eternity.
I feel like
to come in and win a cup on a team that would have won the bloody cup anyway.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a lot of kids in Denver that look at that banner and go, who the hell was that? And then their dad has to explain, well, son or daughter, Ray Bourque is a legend from Boston. He played 94 games for the Colorado Avalanche and won a Stanley Cup, his first. And we honored him.
Gordfather has an interesting text. He said there's some Toronto Raptors talk of retiring Kawhi's number.
He played 1 year.
He played 1 year too. Now, he was the focal point of a championship run, whereas Ray Bourque came aboard and
side piece
rode shotgun with
5
other Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
But I still wouldn't do it. Not for a year. I couldn't.
No, and Kawhi walked away from you.
I couldn't do it.
Ray Bourque was an old man that needed to retire.
Yeah, Ray Bourque was going full Marty Brodeur on the St. Louis Blues.
Yes. Brodeur had to walk away from the Blues.
Did the Blues retire Marty Brodeur?
He did not. I can confirm.
There's an example. Well, how much did Marty Brodeur play there?
Like 20 games, maybe?
Oh, would have been enough for the Avalanche.
It was so weird seeing Brodeur in a Blues uniform. And he had the Devil's mask still, but in Blues colors.
He played 7 games, 3 in the playoffs.
Yeah. It was so strange.
Colorado would have done it, though.
But look at this mask, Dusty. Like, that's his Devil's mask with the Blues logo and blue instead of the red. It just...
That was weird.
It was so strange.
That was really weird.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I
shouldn't let this get to me. I don't know why. I think it's because a day started with the person at Tim's handing me a tea with no sleeve on it. And I was just like, what are we doing here? I was angry from the first thing this morning. I said, this is a very hot beverage. You've got a million sleeves that I could probably reach through the window and grab myself.
Right.
And then when I said, can I get a sleeve? She gave me she was like,
really?
I was like, sorry. I'm like, what are we doing here? So I've been in a bad mood kind of all day.
Isn't the sleeve like supposed to be automatic?
Yes. Yeah. For a hot beverage, that's what the sleeves are for.
You don't want lawsuits.
Shanzi, guys, does 44 get retired here if the Oilers win the Cup in 06? That's a great comparison.
My answer, I mean, he did become a Hall of Famer. but it should be no.
There's no way.
Should be no.
There is no way the organization, even if they want, well, they do love celebrating history. But with the way it all went down after, there's no way 44
was a
was going to be
disaster.
hung in the rafters. Like, there's no way.
I was so surprised that he came back in the playoffs and was wearing an Oilers alumni golf shirt, and people gave him like a very loud round of applause. I don't know if there was a standing O. I don't think there was, but they were rowdy about him coming back. The other 44 never coming back. Surrey.
Oh yeah, Sheldon Surrey.
Yeah. That
won't happen.
That was that was bad.
He wasn't too happy with the organization.
Well,
JJ says, man, he was in Colorado longer than Garth Brooks was in Edmonton. That's pretty funny, actually, buddy.
JJ, great.
I will say that.
Text.
If this was a morning show thing, that could be in the mix for text of the day.
That was phenomenal. And by the way, that banner needs to be taken down from the main arena and just put it on the corridor between the downtown community arena and main Rogers Place. Like, that's where it belongs. Leave it there and people can walk
Ford
right
Hall?
Like where Ford Hall, it goes down the stairs to the DCA.
Along there.
They have the old
they've
banners
got some
there.
other stuff there, yeah.
Put that stupid banner right beside them. Leave it there, and people will be like, "Oh, Garth Brooks, 9 sold out
shows." Do you know
shows."
whose idea it was to put that banner up?
I can tell you, yes.
Someone high up in OEG, obviously.
Yeah, I think they're still there too.
It's a weird thing to say.
Very, very weird.
I'm pretty sure Garth Brooks didn't say, "Hey, I'll do 9 shows there, but you have to give me a banner."
I'm pretty sure he didn't. Yeah, I mean, he was honored, I'm sure, but didn't really care. Can I tell you a quick story about that? Sure. We were in Washington on the road with the team, and we happened to be having dinner with the guy that has his jersey number retired across the NHL because he was still part of the organization.
Yeah.
And he looks at his phone and goes like this. Oh, my God. They want me to fly back to Edmonton to go hand Garth Brooks a banner on stage. Live.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That was the original request?
That's what they asked him. He's like, I'm not doing that.
They wanted Wayne Gretzky to come present the Garth Brooks banner?
Yeah, we looked at him, we're like, what? He goes, I'm not flying back from Washington to Edmonton to give Garth Brooks a banner. And so we shot a video. We had our camera crew there. We shot a video and sent it back.
Like, hey, Garth.
Congratulations. Breaking in our new arena. 9 sold out. Amazing. And
that's a wild request.
Oh, it was so stupid. It was ridiculous. And stupid ideas during that time flowed liberally in and around that office. And unfortunately, good, smart people who knew better got roped into it because it was people above them forcing them to do it.
All right. Let's wrap up the show with this. The Whipping Boy bracket continues.
Yes.
We've got 3 of the final 4 already locked in. Darnell Nurse will face Stuart Skinner in one semifinal.
That's going to be a good one.
Sean Horkoff is awaiting the winner. And so Horkoff and JP was a split. Yesapuljarvi won the Twitter vote with 54%. Hork won the YouTube vote 56%.
May I say something about
Hork
that?
Moves on.
I think that's unfair to JP.
Yeah.
Like, he did take his flack, but he was a developing player.
I mean, he took heat.
He took heat, absolutely, as you know.
JP was the perfect example of I took heat for JP.
You still do, by the way.
I still do.
People at the press box ask about you and JP.
How's JP?
Yeah.
You know what? I should just go over to Switzerland when they ask me, like, oh, Dusty's over there with him right now. Anyway.
Yeah, that's all I want to say.
No, Puljujärvi became a very good example of, like, 75% of the fan base supported him. 25 didn't like him. 95% of the media didn't like him. 5% supported him. It was like Low Tide and I fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
It wasn't the fans that were like, change your number. It's too close to Wayne.
The organization
Your
screwed him
stick's
over.
too long. Like, that wasn't the fan base. That was the media.
Yeah.
So
like, he wanted to stay up when he got drafted. Wasn't ready, clearly. And then they kept him up here too long. Todd didn't want to play him because he didn't see him being ready. He finally gets sent down begrudgingly. And then the year that Todd got fired, he had just been sent down. Hitchcock comes in and says, I'm going to fix this guy. They call him up. That goes nowhere. It was a disaster. It was bad. Bad on all fronts. It didn't work out. It's too bad. Kid has talent. Good kid. A lot of pressure here.
Whipping Boy bracket today. Chiarelli versus Kevin Lowe.
Love it.
Chiarelli won with about the same number, 65%, I think, on YouTube this morning. Right now, he's got 65-35 over Kevin Lowe. We played the Lowe clips to John McKinnon in that availability.
Oh,
played those today. I think I've said multiple times, Kevin Lowe wasn't a perfect general manager by any stretch of imagination, but Kevin Lowe, like those comments that he made came from his passion for the organization.
Mm-hmm.
And then, people wanted him fired and they took out ads and things like that. It kind of got ridiculous.
Yeah.
But Chiarelli sucked.
Yep.
Like he started strong and then he completely imploded on himself and set the organization back a few years.
Yes, he did. There's a song about it on this fine station.
Yes, there is.
Kevin Lowe had success as a manager, as well as he was the beginning of the downfall of the decade of darkness. So, but you're right. Chiarelli just panicked and imploded. And it, like you said, set the team back a couple of years. They should never have missed the playoffs in 18 and 19.
So it looks like, 18 and 19. God.
It was bad.
How do you miss the playoffs with that guy in your roster? Anyway.
Happy anniversary,
there, happy
Corey.
Anniversary. Enjoy
happy
the rest of your day.
Guys.
All right. Here, actually, you got those. What are those there? We got nothing to give away.
Oh, yeah, these.
Yeah.
These are banners?
Yeah, I think these are banners. Is this the banner that's behind us? It might be. No, it
looks a little bit different.
Banner. Hey, Big Uke.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday banner here for you, buddy.
I want to send a shout out to Sean and Marissa for taking care of us here at BP North St. Albert
birthday,
Summit.
Man. Good seeing you.
Happy birthday, big boy. Thanks for coming. My mom and dad are here. Eva G. Did you see the post I put of the dog yesterday?
No, I didn't.
The damn dog goes into the pantry now and takes out her own snacks without asking.
Man, it's like a robot.
I know.
That dog. That's scary to me. All right, so if the final four are Chiarelli versus Hork, Nurse versus Skinner, rank them 1 through 4. Best chance to win.
Okay. Chiarelli versus who?
Hork.
Versus Horkoff. Chiarelli wins that one. Nurse versus Skinner. Okay, I'll go Skinner 1.
Okay.
Chiarelli 2.
Okay.
Nurse 3.
And then
Horkoff 4th.
I think Skinner the front runner in the whipping boy bracket.
I think so. That iron's still hot.
You know what's funny is that it is the most whipping boy thing of all time for a team's current starting goaltender. It's like the starting quarterback, right? Like nobody's ever happy with it. So it would be the most fitting thing of all time that the current goaltender wins the whipping boy bracket.
That's a good point. Well said, sir.
All right, we got EST afternoons coming up. I don't know if Zacticum's back there, but
hopefully.
Zacticum, if you are, what's coming up on EST afternoons?
Yes, I am back here. Dusty, we got inside the numbers for Play Alberta. Faces of the franchise. It's Hernan's World today. Of course, Hernan is away. It'll be Matawanek and Joaquin Gage on the show. And then Todd Salehoff from the Calgary Sun/Herald to talk some stamps. Boys will talk some Elks as well. Dive into perhaps some orientation news with McDavid. Stuff like that at the orientation camp down the road. And it should be a good show. Fun 2 hours.
All right, there you go. That's coming up next here. If you're on TuneIn or iHeart or EdmontonSportsTalk.com, a couple of quick promos, and then we'll have EST afternoons firing up. Smitty the Welder says, happy anniversary, Corey. It's mine and my wife's 20th anniversary day, too. So happy anniversary to Smitty the Welder and his wife as well. Thanks to the crew here at Boston Pizza for taking care of us today. A good nasty turnout, which was nice. Nice to see your parents today.
And Don's here
as well. And that's buddy. Don's a nice guy.
He's a great guy.
He's a really nice guy.
Yep.
All right, EST afternoons is on the way. I'm off for the next couple of days, and then I'm off on Tuesday, first day of school. So I'll be back Wednesday morning. But we'll see everybody who's coming on that Labor Day bus down to Calgary. Tommy and I will be waiting for you at McMahon Stadium. Presenting sponsor, Boston Pizza. Big thanks to everybody for having us out here today. For Tom Gazzola, I'm Dustin Nielson. We'll talk to you later.